What you talking about now, Scene? I don't know, but you're gonna get some nuggets out of it though. But first, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn that bell on. There's a new video series dropping every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with the random jam session whenever I'm in my bag. You do not want to miss out. Also, be sure to check out my books, man. The link's in the description below, right along with my vegan class if you're trying to go plant-based and stay plant-based. I'm telling you, it works. Oh, and lastly, be sure to follow me on Instagram at _just_scene_. The nuggets I don't put over here, I put over there, so you can always get me when you need me. But you ain't really coming for all of that. Peace, love, knowledge, and freedom. I'm out. It violates the laws of science. It violates the logic of science, to where you have to go through an experimental, a series of experimental situations to where you can say, okay, either this is right or this is wrong. You just accept it. And then motherfuckers continually talk about this shit over and over. They think, and a lot of times we think just because people can collectively converse about something that it's right. It's not. It makes no sense. You feel what I'm saying? So we carry that into every ways of life. You know, there's a direct correlation between religious motherfuckers and the mind of and the religiosity mindset. You feel me? Motherfuckers keep telling me shit. Well, I'm not religious, I'm spiritual, but you follow a religious doctrine that makes you religious. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I can't. If you're applying religious shit to your life, you're religious. That which you apply and you have internalized is who you are. You feel me? And like I said, I'm not knocking you because it's like, I've been there. I've been there. Like, you feel me? I've been there. But you got to transcend that shit. Like, you study your religion and everything, they teach you basic level. They teach you basic level. But because you don't understand it. And then it's like, it's deeper than that because the motherfucker giving it to you, they don't understand it either. You feel me? They have somebody reading it for them. Like, that's how the shit started. You feel me? When we started taking it in on a regular basis and shit, consistently over centuries, it's like there was a motherfucker that couldn't read, reading for the motherfucker delivering a message. Think about that shit. That still happens to this day and people don't even get it. People think that it's just because it's the tradition, but you got to think about the tradition at the inception. My sister was telling me a story one day about a little girl asking her mama why she leave the ham bone out of the pot. And so she asked the little girl, said, Mom, why you cook the ham with the ham bone out of the pot? She's like, oh, that's how my mama did it. She was like, okay. So she went to her grandma and said, Grandma, why do you cook with the ham bone out of the pot? She said, oh, well, that's how my mama did it. So she goes to her great grandma. She says, well, why did you cook with the ham bone out of the pot? What's the importance of that? She said, my pot was too small. You feel me? Something as simple as that. But how much shit have we traditionally internalized that it really wasn't even what we made it, but we just held on to it so long. Like, it wasn't really what it started off as, but we made it this. You feel me? And the point that I was making was that, like, you get pastors and stuff that'll tell somebody else to read what they're supposed to be preaching on. And because it's tradition, you don't even know the inception. At the inception started, the pastor couldn't read, but the individual that could read, he read this thing. So you had the motherfucker that could read the words, identify the words, but could not comprehend it. And then now they're speaking on behalf of the pastor. The pastor's taking in what he internalizes. Come on, bro, we're dealing with, in that time frame, we're dealing with all kind of psychological traumas. Of course you can make that shit sound however it's going to be because your soul is open. You feel me? And so when you follow that whole religious doctrine and you're a religious person, you have to accept that you honor a position of ignorance. All of these religious books tell you that in the beginning, the deity wanted men and man to be ignorant. Like, come on, like, the book starts off with, you know, they translated it different times, so many different times, to where now it's the good of evil. But originally it started off as the tree of knowledge. You don't want me to eat of the tree of knowledge. You create me in your image. You give me a functioning brain to think and compute the rest of the world. But you don't want me to eat of the tree of knowledge. Because it will make me like you. And what does it mean to be, like, knowledgeable? Simple. It doesn't have to be that complex or something mystical, like, you know. But those are the ways that the game plays out. You feel me? That's how the game fits and that's how it works. You know. But do we challenge it? Not at all. Do we question it? Not at all. Why? Because there's a synonymous factor put between it where it's like to question the religion is to question the deity. Although I feel like, I personally feel like you can question whatever the fuck you want to question. Deities too. You feel what I mean? Because I'm like this. When you look at these deities, they have too many emotions to be deities. Just my perspective. You feel what I'm saying? It's just my perspective. And I base that on the strength that, you know, I can control my anger. I can control my emotions. I can control temptations. But this deity can't. You feel me? These deities will tell you I'm wrathful, vengeful, jealous at times. Like, come on, like, how do you exhibit behaviors that I'm not supposed to? You feel me? So then that goes into, I make a connector with that, because it's like, I study so much, but it's like, I can start to see the connection on a lot of shit real easy now. But it's like, when I study the chakra systems, right? Your sacral chakra is what governs your emotions, your sexuality, your feelings, and all of that shit, right? If your sacral chakra is off, then that means that, you know, you're not even at your solar plexus, heart, throat, brow, and crown. And crown is where Christ consciousness is. That's where God consciousness is. So if a God can exhibit, a deity can exhibit emotion, that means that deity is not even at its crown consciousness. Why the fuck am I following this shit?